guys, Lauren Losing here for my week 151 post VSG update / week 6 post-op plastics update. I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on August 21st, 2013 at Massachusetts General Hospital with Dr. Denise Gee. My first appointment at the weight center, I was 269 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 245.5. Then I was 125 the morning of my plastics. I had my plastic surgery, which was a brachioplasty or an arm lift, a mastopexy with 325cc silicone implants, which is a breast lift with augmentation, and a belt lipectomy, which is a 360-degree lower body lift. I had that done on May 26, 2016 at Massachusetts General Hospital with Dr. Amy Colwell. Last time I came to you, which was about a week and a half ago, I weighed in at 120.5, and today I weighed in at 123. So that is up 2.5 pounds. I don't have any notes today, and there are several things that I want to cover, and I feel like I'm gonna forget something, but them's the breaks. I'm sorry about that pile over there. That's like, I went through my closet and that is selling / donation clothes, and I just am too lazy basically to do anything like move it out of the camera shot. So up 2.5 pounds. Let's just talk about that first. So some of it is probably swelling, although some of it is, I feel like I have gotten into some bad habits over the past week and a half, last time I came to you guys. And I'm sorry it's been a while since I have updated you. There have been several videos that I have thought of making, and then when it came down to it, I was just like, I really don't want to make a video right now. So what have I been doing? I feel like I have been snacking a lot more, and I always go back and forth between, is it a good idea to have healthy snacks in the house, or is it a good idea to just not have snacks in the house? Because snacking is kind of my downfall. When I'm on track, I'm all good. But it's pretty easy for me to get back into the snacking and not having a meal habit. So I really do go back and forth between, like, is it a good idea to have the healthy snacks in the house so that when I want to snack, there is a healthy option? Or should I just not have snack foods in the house because then I will be much more likely to have a meal? And I'm really leaning more towards that. Having very minimal snack foods in the house, because even though I keep saying snack, like, okay, but I'm just gonna keep saying it because what the hell else am I gonna call it? Because even though there are unhealthy snack foods in the house, because I live with other people who don't follow my lifestyle, and also my nephews and niece come over and we have, foods that they will eat in the house, I really will never eat those. So brain fart. Okay, so I feel like for me, it's not like, oh, if I don't have healthy snack foods in the house, you're gonna eat Lay's potato chips or full sugar chocolate or something like that. Like, I just won't do that. So I really do think that for me, it is better to just really have minimal snacky foods in the house and really only keep Quest bars and jerky, basically. so that those are there for, you know, when I'm going to be out for long periods of time and I can bring them in the car with me, as opposed to having, like, what have I had? So I'm like looking at a wrapper right now. Like, I've had soy crisps in the house. I've had turnip chips, which were so good, but like, those aren't things that I need around. Like Greek yogurt dip that I need something to dip it into. Just things that won't really fill me up, or that will fill me up, but for a very short amount of time. Also, something that I have been doing that I think is great for people who are having a hard time getting their protein in, maybe are within the first 6 months of their surgery, but it's something that I never did. So I started putting Premier Proteins in my coffee, which you're like, Lauren, that's an extra 30 grams of protein, because I would split it up between 2 coffees, like my 2 coffees that I drink. So that's an extra 30 grams of protein. That's only an extra 160 calories. However, I do not have a hard time getting protein in otherwise, and that is an extra 160 calories that I was not consuming that really do not fill me up. And I was not like reducing my calories elsewhere. So you might think, oh, an extra 200-ish calories a day isn't that big of a deal. It is. That's, you know, that's the difference between 1,200 calories and 1,400 calories. And that might not be a big deal if you do it for a couple weeks, but over time, if you're not doing compensatory efforts, I don't know if that's came out in proper English, but if you are not reducing your calories elsewhere or burning off those calories elsewhere, it will catch up to you. So aside from snacking too much and adding in some other calories that were not filling me up, I've just been so fucking lazy. And I know that, you know, some of that is post-surgery. I'm only 6 weeks out from my plastics, and some of it really is just the post-surgery, post-anesthesia fatigue. But also, I think a lot of it is the more you lay around, the more you want to lay around. And it's like laziness begets laziness. It kind of all comes back to the whole fake it till you make it thing, or my 2 favorite, you know, mantras, which are action precedes motivation, and consistency is key. So even though I feel like laying around all day, I need to get out and actually make myself do something, because the more I get out and make myself do something, the more that I fake that I have the energy, the more that I actually will have the energy. So today is my 6-week mark from my plastics, as I said, and that means that I am cleared to go back to the gym. So that's what I'm doing. I am in my workout outfit. I am #killing it. Not quite, but I'll get there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I have also gotten rid of all the snacky foods in my house, whether I've eaten through them or thrown away the last bits of them. I am making an effort to drink more protein shakes, but protein shakes that I make with protein powder and ice in a blender. Ones that actually fill me up. Premier Protein, it just doesn't cut it for me. I think, like I said, I think it's useful for some people. It is not particularly useful for me, aside from making my protein fraps when I want to. So I'm not cleared for all exercise. I am cleared to do pretty much whatever cardio I want. So like treadmill, elliptical, Stairmaster, bike. So that's what I'll be doing. What else did I want to mention? Plastics related. So I mentioned the thing about in my full body shot, I mentioned the thing about my concern about my breast. I decided actually not to go see my surgeon about it for a couple reasons. One, I feel like my left one is starting to settle a little bit more. And here's the thing. If I got my right one fixed now, there is no guarantee that the same thing wouldn't happen to my left breast and that wouldn't have to be fixed later. And so, you know, there's a reason that they tell you to wait however many months until you were to go in and revise something. So I'm just gonna wait. Yes, it would work better in my timeline if I could just get it fixed now, but I'm just gonna wait and see how things roll. I wanted to talk about excess skin after having your excess skin removed. And I'm not talking about like focusing on the areas that you didn't have fixed. I'm talking about the fact that a lot of us, not all, a lot of us who have excess skin removed will still have excess skin after it's removed. And this is going to be better shown than talked about. So I have very poor skin elasticity. The integrity of my skin sucks. I actually have like what they might classify as a connective tissue disorder. Anyone who is extremely flexible, there's also a high chance that you have poor skin elasticity. So like I get stretch marks so easily. I always have. I am very flexible. It's one of the reasons why I was good at dance. So I mean, my ligaments, that's a connective tissue. Your skin is like a connective tissue. So the two just happen to go together for me. So I guess I will just show you. So I had my stomach tightened, but as you can see with me sitting, this is all, when I sit, is definitely still loose, and it goes over my, so this isn't necessarily something that would have been fixed if I had gotten a fleur-de-lis, because they're not pulling you tight for when you sit, they're pulling you tight for when you're upright. There's my little belly button. So everything is tight when I am upright, but when I bend over a little bit, it's still a little loose. And this is another thing. This is another thing that's not surgical error. This is just the fact that I have really awful elasticity and skin integrity. And that's gonna be there. Like my stretch marks go up to like here, which just shows that like this skin, there's no elasticity left in it, and there's just really nothing you can do about it. But so I wanted other people who have not had skin removal done, who have really poor skin integrity like I do, I want you to be prepared for the fact that you might still have some like loose skin areas, especially when you're sitting down, and that just comes with the territory. So another thing that I wanted to talk about was my butt. So let's just prove my flexibility here. I had quite a few people tell me that I needed to get a Brazilian butt lift or fat transfer into my butt with getting a 360, or else I would not have a feminine figure. And there were some people who were very direct about that and be like, you need to get that done. Like, you're just not going to look good after. Which at first, with all the swelling, I was like, oh wow, yeah, they were right. Like, I have a flat, square butt. But now that a lot of the swelling has gone down, I can see that they were wrong. And I know that with a lot of people that actually is the case, but when my surgeon was marking me, she was like, oh my god, this is perfect. And I was like, what? And she was like, I just mean that you still have fullness in your backside, so that when this is pulled up, you are not gonna have like a flat butt like a lot of people would. Like, you did not lose all the volume in your bum like some people do. So let me just show you my butt. And this is, I mean, it's not like a big bum, but I definitely did not lose all of the, like, I don't have a super flat ass. I did not lose all of the volume in my butt. So that makes me very happy, because I feel like I have a good foundation right now to build it up. So I just wanted to put that out there for others. I showed you a little bit of my scar, I guess, already, so let me just update you on my scars. So this is my arm scar, and like I said, there's still some pinching over here. This one is completely smooth though. So 6 weeks out, arm scar. I am still, it's still very tight around my elbows, and when I go to stretch, I will definitely feel like it's tweaked. But did I mention, I don't think I mentioned this already. So I am definitely starting to notice that I'm getting soft. I'm sorry this update is so long, but so that's another reason why I'm looking forward to getting back to the gym, because I saw that muscle definition, you know, immediately after surgery when all the skin was taken away. And now that I've been laying around and doing nothing for 6 full weeks, I am definitely starting to look soft, and I do not like it. So, I mean, some of that is definitely with the scale being up a couple pounds, and some of it is just for the fact that I haven't been able to lift over 15 pounds, you know, for the past 6 weeks, month and a half. So that's that. So that's my belly button. I am happy that I still, you know, that you can see some abs still, and I am looking forward to working on those. And then that is my stomach scar. So I am going to be putting on, not my arm compression, but I am going to be putting on compression before I go to the gym on my stomach, because I do, I pulled an ab muscle on my left side about a week after surgery, and I do keep tweaking it, and so I want enough support there to hopefully minimize the possibility of injuring it more. So 20 minutes is a long enough update. I do plan on doing some different videos coming up. I want to do a video on how to make the perfect protein shake every time. And I probably want to do a grocery haul also. But any other videos that you guys would like to see, please leave a comment below. And until next time.